Welcome back to Sharodes. We hope you guys had a wonderful New Year's Eve celebration. One of my favorite things that Charlene and I did this year was visit the Grand Canyon. This was my very first time to see this very beautiful place. Reason why it is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. For Charlene and I, this is our very first time to see and feel the Antelope Canyon. If you guys hadn't seen our video on Grand Canyon and Antelope Canyon, please check it out. The link is down below.
Another exciting thing that we did this year was visiting the state of Utah. It was a first-time visit for Rhoda and I, and we were very excited. While we were there, we went to see the Bryce Canyon National Park and Zion National Park. If you guys hadn't seen that video, please check it out. I will put it down in the description box. On my personal channel, JC Fashion Food and Travel, I celebrated my 1-year anniversary, and we celebrated by doing a Seattle tour. I took you guys up the Ferris wheel in Seattle, and we also went down to Pike Place Market. If you also hadn't seen that video, I will put the link down in the description box.
In 2023, I also celebrated the first-year anniversary of Rhoda, the Art of Tasting Food. I celebrated by taking you guys on a brunch cruise around Seattle. If you hadn't watched this video, Charlene will put the link down in the description box. Here in Sharodes, we also took you guys to Snoqualmie Falls in Seattle and Multnomah Falls in Portland. And although it wasn't my first time to visit Snoqualmie Falls, it was my very first time to visit Multnomah Falls. Both places are absolutely beautiful.
Yes, indeed, Rhoda. Now, Sharodes also celebrated their 2nd-year YouTube channel anniversary, and we celebrated by going to Portland. Besides Multnomah Falls, we also visited the Columbia River Gorge. We also visited the Grotto and tried so many delicious foods in Portland. Now, during the summer, we became part of a big event here in Seattle called Seafair. Now, Seafair is a 3-month celebration here in Seattle with many events. Rhoda and I were able to attend 3 events, which were the Seafair Torchlight Parade, Pista Sanayon, and of course the Seafair Weekend Festival.
Now, towards the end of the summer, I became very excited because I was going to see New York for the very, very first time. While we were at New York, Charlene and I visited the Central Park, Empire State Building, and of course, the Statue of Liberty. We were also able to watch the Broadway show, Here Lies Love. Here lies love. We also visited the Coach flagship store, Chelsea Market, and Italy. Indeed, Charlene and I had a wonderful time in New York, and we hope to go back there again.
Yes, Rhoda, I cannot wait to go back to New York City. Then the month of September came, and as you guys know, the month of September is all about fashion. Rhoda and I were able to attend our very first fashion show here in Seattle. It was so exciting to see all those beautiful clothing. And attending this fashion show made me really proud to be a Filipino. There was 3 Filipino designers there from LA Fashion Week, and they had the most spectacular looking gowns. We hope to be able to watch more fashion shows in the future.
Then the month of October came. For Sherlyn and I, that is our birthday month. Sherlyn and I celebrated by having a Mexican themed party. We served food such as cake, empanada, nachos, mangoes, chicken curry, and many more recipes. Sherlyn and I had a really fun birthday celebration. It was also during the month of October that my dad, Rector Bautista Elanzano, was called to be with our Creator. It was actually 16 days after our birthday celebration, which made it the very last family member's birthday celebration that my dad was able to attend. I felt so special, felt so loved. And yes, I felt so sad because of his passing, yet joyful. Sad because of the fact that he is no longer physically with us, yet joyful knowing that he is in the best place ever. A place where there is no hunger, no pain. And most of all, during this winter season, he will no longer feel cold. I miss his smiles. I miss his laughter. I miss you, Dad, so much.
The month of November was supposed to be the time where Rhoda and I would start our Christmas series for all 3 channels. I would like to apologize for not being able to do a Christmas series this year. I would also like to explain why we weren't able to do it. October 31st, Halloween Day, I ended up taking my Uncle Tony to the hospital. He told me he had a stomach ache. And so first I took him to the urgent care. And then the urgent care doctor advised me to take him to the ER. They admitted him in the hospital due to internal bleeding. And they had to do several surgeries to stop the internal bleeding. A few days after the first surgery, they were able to diagnose him with stage 4 liver cancer. They told us that he had less than a year to live and that he wasn't a candidate for chemo. So a few days later, the internal bleeding started to happen again. and the doctors told us that they could not stop it and that he had only 24 hours to live. After 24 hours, a miracle happened. The internal bleeding stopped. His vitals became normal. And he became well enough to go to a nursing home. Now, in the middle of all this happening, my dog Prince passed away from liver cancer. Here is his paw print that his vet made for us. Prince was 15 years old, and I know it was time for him. But it was still difficult because this dog was part of me, it was with me through my happy times and my sad times. Now, after Thanksgiving, my uncle went back to the hospital. He went back to the hospital because he was retaining a lot of fluid in his stomach and his lungs. And to top it off, he also caught COVID. A week later, they saw that the cancer has spread out to his lungs. Then, another week later, the cancer spread to his brain. Then on December 16, my Uncle Tony passed away from stage 4 liver cancer. Both Prince and my uncle were part of this channel. You saw Prince on many of my videos, but probably the most memorable one was the Seattle Donut Tour video, where he enjoyed eating a donut made for dogs. Then, of course, my uncle, you saw him on my Hawaii videos, my New York videos, and Las Vegas. Now, I would like to do a special unboxing. This is from Personal Creations. It says, "Your light shines upon us and is always in our hearts. In loving memory, Antonio Catabe, September 6 to 12/16/2023. Jesus, always and forever in our hearts. Though you can't see me, I will be near, and if you listen with your heart, you will hear all my love around you, soft and clear. So this is how it's supposed to look. This is from Personal Creations, and they make personalized gifts. Rhoda and I are thankful for all the blessings we had this 2023.
We do trust God that this year 2024 will be a blessed year as well.
We would like to dedicate this video to
My father, my beloved father, Recto Bautista Elanzano,
my Don Prince, and of course, my Uncle Tony.
Have a blessed 2024.